cannot start until C will be finished. But it's not often yet. But maybe, who knows? It's dummy activities. This is activity on node. Activity. Very simple, very simple. Sometimes we giving you like that. What does it mean? Means there is another relationship here. There's another root now. A, C, D, E. In A, C, D, E. Another duration, another duration. A, how many? Added 15. With C, added 20, 20. With D, added 25. And the E, 25. You add 25 with 25, 50. 50 plus 75 is 85. Now we have two critical paths. Two critical paths, simple. We have two critical paths. Means what? This is activity as well is critical now. Only now we have what? One activity is not a critical path. This activity have how many days float? 10 days. In your example, it could be like that. What is the total float or float or what slug? Slug float. Okay? For activity, yes. Now is 85. 85, that's meaning 75. 85 minus 75 is 10. Easy going like that. Very simple network, small one, and give you tricks here, questions here. So the exercise makes perfect. We are going to be familiar. And this is repeated in our exam. If even here repeated, means what? If you solve this homework, if you solve this exercise, if you solve our homework, you are going to practice it perfectly. You will never forget. خلاص? What is BDM? BDM, we call it precedence diagram method. What is a precedence diagram method? That's another presentation, another technique. Now we have three techniques. Activity on arrow, activity on node, and the precedence diagram methods. What the precedence diagram method? This is as well common in our exam. What is a common? What is this? Like that. Check out. You have any activity presented by this way. Activity name. And duration, float. What about here? Early start, early finish, late start, late finish. Any activity, network. Right? Let us have this beautiful network. This network. Any. A 10 days. Total duration for activity A is 10 days. B 10 days. C 20 days. And D 70 days. And all of them have one successors A, B, C, D, E, 10 days. What is the total duration for this finish to start, in our exam, guys, finish to start. This network we call it precedence diagram method. How to calculate? How to calculate? We are calculating in two directions. The first direction is start from left to right. Forward pass. Forward pass. From left to right. Always we start from left. Here we will start date. Start date. 0. In our exam, there is a method we call it end of the day duration. Estimate, refer to end of the day. What does mean end of the day? Start from 0, 0 plus 10, you add 10. Here is early start. You early start for activity A, start from 0, you 0. Early finish after 10 days. Early finish, you here, early finish. And activity B, activity C, activity D. All of them will start when? Will start after this finish. In the same day, end of the day. You call it end of the day. End of the day by 10. 10. 10. And we start for activity B. And we finish for activity B. And we start for activity C. And we finish for activity C. And we start for activity D. And we finish for activity D. 10 plus D, duration is 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. 10 plus 30 is 40. This activity and this activity and this activity B with C with D have one successor. Means what? Will start in highest early finish. Where is the highest early finish? 1, 2, 3. Highest is 40. Highest. 40 plus 10 and 50. You allow early finish, late, early finish, sorry, early start, early finish. This one is your finish date. Your finish date. Now total duration then now 50 days. What I calculate now? Early dates plus total duration for the project. Total duration for the project. So, all early dates and total. 3 values. 3 values. Early, each activity is the early start for it. Each activity is the early finish for it. And in the end, total duration for the project. The last activity in your project, early finish equal late finish. This is late finish. Late start. You add 50-50. The last activity cannot have 2 dates. Late start, late finish, and early finish. Both of them should be back forward. Back. Here, start from here. From here, back forward. 50, see my hand. 50 minus 10, 40. Now we calculate what? Late dates. We calculate late dates. What's the late dates here? Late finish, late start. What else? Flow. 50 minus 50, 0. 40 minus 40 is 0. Happy. Let us go here. Where is the lowest? Lowest? Not here. We'll come here. 40 or 40? Stop. 40. 40. 40 minus 10. 40 minus 20. 40 minus 30, 10. Where is the lowest late start? Where is the lowest here? Lowest. Here is 10. 10 minus 10, 10. Let's calculate. 40 minus 20 add 20. 40 minus 30 add 10. 30 minus 10, 20. 20 minus 10, 10. Here. 40 minus 40, 0. 10 minus 10 and 0. Now I calculate in the back forward, I calculate what? Let start. Let finish and the float. And the float. And critical pass. We have seven limits, 7 values. In your exam, he will give you 6 options. I will remind you, inshallah, in exam number 16. Forward, back forward. We come here, 50 minus 10, and 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 minus 10, 30, 40 minus 20, 20, 40 minus 10, 10. I will take the lowest, let start, and 10, 10 minus 10, 0. We have something else, we call it float, free float. What is a free float? All of this float is total float. Total float. Free float is between predecessors and successors. Predecessors and successors. Mean what? It will impact what this is the limit what we have to know. It will impact the successors only. Free float, it will not impact the entire project. And only successor. Only. It will be delay the successor, but will not impact the total flow, total duration for the project. There is one example for free float. I will send it for all of you, but don't make it a. If you need to go for more knowledge, I will send it to you now. But only the limitation, what is the free float difference between total float and the free float? Total float, entire project. Free float, successors. That's it. Okay? Here we go. This is already sorted an example for free float. That's enough for your information. That's it. Now we are finished all the techniques for scheduling. Now we almost around solve all these questions, and you have another question here, number 7. Do it as a homework. Number 7. Number 7. Use BDM. Using the BDM. What is the total float for activity D? It's the same. Practice this one. Number 7. Practice this one in our homework. We have 23 questions in our homework. And we have how many days? Tomorrow. After tomorrow. And after tomorrow. And Saturday. See? 23 questions. I will ask all of you, where is the 23 or 5 real? La, I will collect it. Okay, guys. What else now? Let us go for our slides. Let us go for 5 minutes. Let's go for 5 minutes. Because it will just break for 5 minutes and we'll come back for our slides here. We'll finish all this theory and let us finish course as well and go home. go for our slides. Our slides, we have what? Our slide number 26. We have project schedule baseline. Baseline means what? Here we have baseline. What's a baseline? Baseline have all the resources allocated to or cost loading or resource loading program. Means what? You put in your activities all the resources. And then you have S-curve. Yani what does it mean S-curve? Baseline, your program, always, our programs, we have bar chart. You have your activity list time, activities, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever. You have time. And baseline means what? The critical path. Actually, this is the critical path. Assume this is a critical path now. This is the critical path. This is the path, and this is your S-curve. S-curve for cost, S-curve for any resource. Cement bag. How many cement bag? Budget unit. Budget unit, yes. Start from a cement bag. Steel enforcement, workforce, everything. Put it in your schedule baseline. This is our project schedule baseline. This is what we do. What about milestone? Milestones could be two options. Option number one, contract milestone. We have a lot of projects have contract milestones. I will give you an example. If you have labor accommodation for Qatar gas projects, labor accommodation. This labor accommodation have restaurant, have kitchen, have training center building, and you have 12 accommodation building. You have creation building. You have spa and creation building, and you have sport yards, and you have. They are telling you, you have to finish from start date the building number A, B, C after 10 months. You have to finish your creation building after 12 months. You have to finish the kitchen after 6 months. Now is a must. We call it is a milestone. So you have to finish. Total duration for the project is 18 months. But a particular building, 10 months, 6 months, 7 months. This is what we call it milestone. Milestone, contract milestone. If you are not achieve this contract milestones, there is something penalties, we call it liquidated damages. Liquidated damage is different than penalties. Different. Right. Critical path, this is a critical path. Critical path is the longest path. How to calculate and reduce it, later on we'll discuss about reducing. Float, اللي هو slug. Float, slug. Just only remember. Total float, free float, we discuss about it. Networking diagram, we discuss about activity on arrow, activity on node, and BDM. Reduce the project. Reduce project duration. How to reduce the project duration? This is number 8 and number 9. Let us go for this exercise. What's the techniques to compress your schedule? I will give you a story. I will give you a story. From this story, 2 stories actually. Story number 1, story number 1, you have 300 villas project. And this is design. Consultant have to develop all the design, building pyramid, and everything, and go for tendering stage and execution stage. The 300 villas, the total duration for design and execution is 5 years. The guy is telling what? The owner, the owner representative, telling what? Telling this is a design 2 years. 1, 2, design. After I finish design, I will start execution. And 1, 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year. Simple, simple, very simple. This is the owner. He said that my schedule will take 2 years, design, building pyramid, tendering stage, and. And I have 300 villas, that's meaning what? The first 100 villas is the first 100 villas, second 100 villas, and third 100 villas later. If for 1 year, I will finish 100. You add 100, 100, 100. Let's start, yeah, let's start. The consultant, they take a design. The owner, no, I don't like this concept, design a change, which have actual go for three years. This is your action. Action, 3 years. Now you have how many years now? You need to finish in 5 years. How many years now? And 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. What you will do now? You need to finish in 3 years? No, I will not finish in 3 years. What I will do? I will do this way. And 1, overlapping 2, overlapping 3, huh? Overlapping, correct? And instead, this 300 villas takes 3 years. I will work it all of them at the first 100 villas. $24. Was here 36. What's the consequences? This is what we call it fast tracking. Latest technique, what shorten, compress the execution. Yes, I compress execution from 3 years to be 2 years. What I do? Overlapping that 100 villa, 100 villas. So now parallel. يعني 100 villas, the first 100 villas. In the middle of it, I will start the second 100. Second batch. Second batch start, third batch. What's the consequences? That I will give you another story. Mr. Ravi, you have a contracted company. I want from you to finish the paint and in the meantime, and make glassing, glass partitions and doors in 9 days. Means what? I will start paint first, or I can start ceramic first after that. I can start paint. After I finish paint, I will start ceramic tiles, and after I finish ceramic tiles, I will install glass. Simple like that. Activity. 3 activities. صح كده؟ ادي 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I told him, Ravi, it will take for me 9 days to finish the job. Okay, Yasser, okay. Very good. He went to his home and told me, Yasser, no. I want to finish in 3 days. I want to finish this project in 3 days. What I will do now? يبقى now at 1 2 3. All of them in the same time. Correct? صح? What is the consequences? I will tell you what is the consequences. You have now, all of them start on time, the same time. You have per day, you estimate your resources. Per day, you have 4 labor, 2 helper and 2 skeleton for each activity. Now you have here 4, right? Correct? And you have here 4. And you have here 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Stop. Now 4, 4, 4, 12. Stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. We are here in this room. All of us working in the same place. Some of us pay, some of us time, some of us is I am through the vein. Ceramic there is the vein, put down and the ceramic tile come here page. That happen? Happen. Quality issues or not? Yes. Number 1, quality. Number 2, safety. Safety issues. You have a fast tracking project. Here, fast tracking project, before even tendering stage, we are planning for 3 years with 600 million project. After already have 2 years, 3 years pass, the guy comes, still the budget 600. Okay, still the budget 600, but the consequences, your expectation what quality issues in this age. Because the 600 is the same. So the guy here, assume he will have, see the guy, the contractor, he will work in smoothly, take his time, he will finish 100 villas. But now, no panic, and the infrastructure, all. You have safety issues and the quality. Fast tracking is the consequences, and fast tracking is always quality and safety. It's not so, cost, because already 600. Worst case is 600. Rabi tell me, Ya Ammi Yasir, your budget is 10,000. I will give you 10,000 for this activity. خلاص? So I will start barely, but if I will start, finish to start, I will finish easily, smoothly. So the guy he will take, but the pain, the same. يا راجل sometimes imagine بقى طب let us finish يلا let us finish ceramic tiles here and there, a lot of confusion and panic, and in the end you will find yourself the final production is very bad quality. Another technique we call it crashing. Crashing means what? Crashing means when we are going for activities like that, always when we have delaying project, delaying you are behind schedule, and you need to do what? You need to crash. What does mean? Here, you have 3 days, and you have how many budget units? 12 days. So, assume you need it in 1 day. Assume in 1 day, you have to provide what? You have to provide the 12. Okay, so assume you have only 4 in your hand. Outsourcing 8. It will cost you more or not? You have crashing always. If you have update your program and you found yourself is behind schedule 1 week, and you need to make recovery program, what we are going to compress all the critical activities by 2 techniques: fast tracking and the crashing. Crashing, what to do what? How many activities in the critical path? Assume 3 activities. One of them, 6 days. And you need what? You need 20,000 man-hour. Assume to make it in 3 days, what you have to do? Make it 40,000 man-hour. Compress now. So now you are increasing the resources, and this is not estimated. Okay, so crashing, cost. Fast tracking, quality and safety. In our exam, this is what we have to move in our exam. Resource leveling, the efficiency of using the efficiency of your resources. What does it mean? Assume you have activity A. Finish to start, activity B. Finish to start, activity C. A, B, and C. You have resource X, resource X, resource X. If you have 3X, you can do it in parallel or not? Why not? I can do it in parallel. Why? If I have 3X, I can do it. What's the problem? I can do different areas. Maybe this is a room, and there's another room, there's another room. In this case is what we call it, the time is constrained. Time is constrained to use the efficiency of your X, segregating your X in the same time. But assume you don't have this X, only one X. You have to distribute A, finish A first, بعدين B finish, بعدين A, C finish. يبقى then X, go after you finish A, go for BX. After you finish B, go for CX. That's it. That's we are the efficiency of, we always using leveling in tendering stage. When you are exercising with purchase or lease or rent. When you have such a technique, you check the مثلا scaffolding system. What is the optimizing, how to getting the efficiency of using this shuttering system through leveling techniques. Limitation of your resources, how to get the efficiency from the limitation of your resource. Limits, you have limits. You have one excavator, two excavator, you have a skilled labor, you have a skilled steel fixer, you have steel, and you have blanching fork, how to segregate them into the activities which you get the efficiency of their production rate. This is what we call it resource level. We discuss all schedule compression, crashing and fast tracking. Let us go for our slides. Open number 28, estimate activity duration. We have all the techniques. Go for number 30, baseline program. This is the baseline program. We have this curve length. We go for number 31, milestone is a significant point or event in the project. Milestones list, number 31. Milestone list identifies all project milestones and indicates. Milestone can be 0 duration, If your contract have no milestones, you have to wait to give milestones in your baseline. What do I mean milestones in our baseline? Defined activities. Means what? You have to put all the shuttering activities in milestones. Is the first activity. You have 300 villas. 300. And you need to get all the shuttering activities as a milestones. So means what? The first B, C shuttering activity for the first 100 villas, the first villa in 100, and the last shuttering activity for parapet in the last villa. So by milestones, activity coding, and then you can go shuttering system, plaster, ceramic tiles, any activities. You can put it in the milestone. Yes, you can put it. Why we need it? Milestones are useful tools for testing, for setting schedule goals and monitoring progress. I will tell you in quality what is important for milestones. Critical path 32, you have calculation of critical path 33. The longest path is the total duration for the project. We call it a critical path. That takes the longest to complete. Float, lower slack, free float, and total float is the same. We discuss about it's not the same, but we discuss about it. Activity on arrow, activity on node, we have types of networking, activity on arrow, activity on node, and BDM. We have fast tracking and crashing. In the end, we have crashing and fast tracking. Crashing versus fast tracking. Crashing increase the project cost. Fast tracking increase the project risk اللي هي quality and safety. Crashing can change critical path, of course. Fast tracking can change critical path. Crashing can be done by increasing resource, yes. And fast tracking can be done by changing the relation of activity, overlapping. Okay. Resource leveling. If you have time constraint approach, if you have cost constraint approach, that's if you have activity A with B with C and you have only resource for it both, is depend about after leveling, before leveling, the efficiency of your resources. And the relation, whatever, here we finish. So now we will go for cost and cost control. What's the meaning of cost and cost control? Right. First of all, you remember when we reach to the lowest work package? You remember? Yes, you remember in guard room. In your scope line, you have all the activity list. All the activity list. This is the guard room. Number 1. And you have earthwork. Earthwork, work package. And you have excavation. And you have backfill. How the cost, this is backfill. We have rolling up, bottom up. This activity, we have excavation for 4 activities. Excavation for 4 activities is 20 or 50 or whatever. You have 20 cubic meters. 20 cubic meters, that means 1 excavator. 1 excavator budget unit. Multiply 1,000. يبقى دي equipment 1,000. 2 helper per day. 2 helper per day يعني meaning 20 hours. 20 hours per day 10. يبقى 20 multiply 10 ادي 200. You have excavator 1,000. يبقى total cost here 1,000. This is what you need to do to know it in your exam. That's start from lowest, bottom up, and assign to each individual 4 work packages. Each work packages, I will get whatever activity below it and calculate the resources, budget units, unit rates, multiply both of them. I will make budget cost for this one. Backfill. Backfill could be what? 2 stages. A stage until you reach to the bottom of the ground beam. So after you BCC for ground beam, after you reach to the before the slab on grade, the second stage. You are now to activity. And you want to the first activity, you need to onboard 20 cubic meters. And the second stage, you need to onboard 30 cubic meters. You are now budget units. Budget units. You need what? Let's come back to water, helper. Everything converted to budget units. Unit rates, cost. That's it. We don't need that much energy on it even. Very simple. 1 hour cost control, I will tell you this example and remember it in our exam and in your life. Assume you have a bound reward project. This bound reward project. This 100 meter length, 100 meter length, 100 meter length. This is 100 meter length. You estimate resources and the cost and everything. You found out the linear meter cost you 1,000. Cost you 1,000. Means what? The linear meter estimate all the resources. You found out that the linear meter is equal 1,000. حلو جميل 1,000 ادي 1,000. يبقى now the linear meter my estimate will be 1,000 Qatar riyal ادي 1,000. You estimate and you schedule and you do everything by this way. My project, it will start like that. Activity A, this length A you will start from here to finish here. After that, you start this point B and C, and you will start from this, and you start from this point, start excavation, concrete, everything. You finish here, you start here. That's meaning what your activity in this way. Great, guys. A, B, C, D. You estimate every 10 days you will finish one line. You have here 10 days. And here 10 days. And here 10 days. And here 10 days. How many days now? You have your total duration for the project is 40 days. Your budget cost for activity A, how much? Budget cost, budget unit, everything you convert it to cost 10,000, 1,000 multiply 100, يبقى صح كده؟ And here is what? Here is what? Oh, all the same. You have schedule baseline and cost baseline. Your cost baseline here is how much your budget? Now you have the baseline, you have scope, you have scope baseline, schedule baseline, and cost baseline. You start execution. And start execution. You said every 5 days I'm going to update my program. You said like that. Very good. You said like that. Now in here, the first 5 days, and here second days. You said like that. Very good. And let us see the story now. The story now, after you plan everything, and you give this plan to your supervisor, and you travel to Thailand for vacation. Happy? I will travel to Thailand. خلي بالي like our national day. National day. I will travel tomorrow to Bangkok and خلي بالي my project. The guy went to Bangkok and enjoy. First 5 days done, nothing. Second 5 days done, and the fifth, in the third fifth here, start to walk out. Guys, tell me what happened in Qatar, in Doha. What happened? I will tell you. First activity started in the same day, but 80% finished only. 80%. How did you know 80%? I already calculate 80 meters in the 80 meters. Yes. Tell me how many meters you already done in linear meter? 80 meters only. Now you have 80% from A. What do you do now? You're 80% from equal 80,000. 80,000 from 100. 80, because this is 100. Your achievement now how much? Your achievement now how much? You achieved now in 15 days. In 15 days, how much? 80% from A. Activity A started but not finished. Correct, guys? And طيب يبقى how much now? يبقى earned your achievement earned value equal what? Equal 80% from A. 80 over 100 multiplied 100,000. That's meaning your achievement is. طيب, what's your planned value in day number 15? I have 50%. يبقى 150. Because this is my plan. يبقى now planned value, your planned value equal 150. From these two figures, what you are having, what you think here? I have achievement 80, but planned 150. That's meaning I am behind schedule. How did you know it? By we call it schedule performance indicator. The first schedule, the first indicator we call it SPI. Equal what? Equal earned value divided the planned value. Equal 80% over 150. 150,000. يعني meaning equal 8 over 15 equal 0.5 something. 0.56. Assume. Correct, guys? What does it mean? You are behind schedule. How many days behind schedule? You are behind schedule 2 days here and 5 days here. That's meaning what? 7 days. You are behind schedule 7 days. This is a different term. And you are progressing 56% from your planned achievement. That's meaning what? You are behind schedule, you're behind schedule. That means what? Less than 1 or not? Just less than 1? Yes. Equal 1, less than 1, more than 1. Equal than 1, equal 1, you are as planned. Assume in day number 15, you finish 50, you finish here 50 meters, and you achieve here 100 meters. And you start as planned. That's meaning what? 150,000. Divided 150,000, I am happy. Now, assume another scenario. In day number 5, here, 15, you finish 60% from A, from B. B, that's meaning 60,000. 60,000 plus 100, you already finished it, you are 160. 160 divided 150, you are more than 1. You are now ahead. Less than 1, behind. Ahead. Equal 1 as planned. Now, okay, very good. You are now not yet cost yet, not yet cost time. What about cost about? You found out that your actual cost incurred, already actual cost in record. Your record now, you are going to pay 100,000. You are going to achieve 180, but your actual cost equal 100,000. 100,000 means what? CBI. Equal what? Equal earned value like 80 divided 100. Your actual. Your earned value divided actual. 80 is equal 0.8. Means what? 6.8 less than 1. Now equal 1, now more than 1. What does it mean? This less than 1 means what? Every 1 Qatar Riyal I am paying in the project and get in the front of it 0.8. يعني 80 dirhams. Every 1 Riyal I spend and get. But now I am over budget. I am over budget. Now assume 1, the same. I am behind, but I already paid 80. I already want to pay 80. My actual cost, my liabilities, my everything, it will be 80. 80 divided 80, okay, that's issues. I am behind schedule, but I am as planned for the cost. Now assume you already have going to pay 60,000. Assume, I'm giving you assumption. You buy 60,000, you buy 8 divided 60, you buy more than 1, you buy under budget. But in this case, you are behind and you buy here is as planned. And here is over budget. And here is under budget. You need to control the situation. What has been wrong first? You need to control. Now let us control cost and schedule, both. Ask yourself, what is the root cause I reach to this level? This level. This level. This level? Yes, this level. Trend? Yes. Assume now. Sure, for everyone, 5 days, 5, 5, 5, 5. You have to do what? You have to put both. Both. Every 5 days. Because if you come here, the first 5 days, you found yourself is behind schedule and over budget. What do you have to do? You are going to take early. So what is the root cause first? The root cause is you are not updating your program in interval as you planned for it, number 1. Number 2, you give everything for that. You check the root cause. The first case that you are not updating the program every 5 days. You are not you travel to Thailand, you kept everything. This is root causes. Now you need to take action. First, you have to define the root cause. When you found out, you ask your supervisor, the supervisor tell you, sir, I already allocated a labor. It's not skilled that much. Assume, it's happened. Okay, I will update you after 5 days, the next 5 days here, but take this action. Allocate skilled labor. Give more salary. No big deal. Give more salary, allocate. And in the same time, when you are working in this direction, you're already working in A, work in the same time tomorrow for B. Yani what? Now you are working here. Second, now you are working here now. You are working in A, finish A, and at the same time work in B. And now parallel, fast tracking. Okay. I will come in day number 5. I will give you target. What is target, ya ammi? You finish activity all, and you give me 80% from B. Work day and night. Okay. Let us see his action. What is the impact? Impact, ya ammi, he came in this day. What has been done? Finish فعلا 100% done, and 75% from activity be done. What is the added value now? The added value now is what? Second case, and the added value is equal what? Equal 100,000 plus 75,000. Divided what? Divided 200,000. Now, your SBI is more than improved or not? This one is, how much is this one? 175. 175 divided 200 equal, she can 0.7 something. 0.7 something. You see 0.75 as or 0.8. 0.8. Well, almost 0.8. 0.8 something as well. 0.8 something. This figure and this figure, what do you now? 0.6, 0.56, and 0.8. Improved or not? Improved. You controlled or not? You control schedule wise? Yes, I control schedule wise. I improved. Because I already take action. Told the guy do like that. But cost wise, let us go cost wise. The guy the cost impacted is 225. He will pay 225. Okay, very good. You are now everybody 175 divided 225 equal what? $0.77. Now assume I am going to pay 200 only. I am going to pay 200 only. Assume it happened. With the through monitoring and techniques and take action for everything. Assume, yeah, how much? 0.87. And here is what? 0.87 means what? You are under budget, still over budget, but that your trend is going up, going to near to 1. I am happy a little bit. Take another corrective action, preventive action, and monitor. Take another. See the root cause, whatever had been done wrong, and take action, and. Every day you can monitor, you have to monitor this type of activity project because this is 40 days project. It's not even every 5 days. But this is how to control. This is the way. Cost control. Cost control without earned value, without planned value, without actual cost, you have no control at all. You don't tell me there is cost control. If you don't have earned value, if you don't have planned value, if you don't have actual cost, don't tell me there is control in your project. Start from WBS. Everything starts from WBS. If you see all the scenarios, yes, you can. If you have 5 billion budget cost, a project with billion budget cost, yes, but you have team, you have system, you have software, you have everything. For each work package, they can give you earned value, planned value, and the actual cost. There is a software called it built smart, can be built smart. Can be built smart. This can be built smart can give you until the level of activity. Actual cost, earned value, planned value. Imagine, yes. From this, you can now, for each work package, yes, why I am here, why ask your team, why you are here behind, why you are over budget, why. Identify the root cause first. From the root cause first, take corrective action. In this case, my corrective action is effective or not effective? I measure it. I measure my corrective action effectiveness. Yes, now 0.56 first and 0.8. 0.8, 0.8. Now my corrective action is very effective. Keep going. No, my effectiveness for corrective action and preventive action is not. It's not good because it's still going behind. It change the technique. Ask for change the baseline. Ask for another budget. Ask for another monitoring. Ask for another team. Corrective action every day. You know how to control without the planned value, earned value. Actual cost, there is no meaning for cost. Go ahead. I believe that I will stop here until here. We'll talk inshallah for quality needs for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, an hour exercise, an hour solving problems. We have quality questions and we'll solve it inshallah our class in Sunday. I wish all of you to enjoy National Day and happy weekend in advance and enjoy your time. I wish that I am very tired, guys. I wish that I give whatever I can. But still have a lot, but inshallah schools exercise and more discussion will give more inshallah more discussion about project management. See you in Sunday. Go ahead and online classes. Thank you very much. The class today is finished and we'll meet on Sunday inshallah next week. See you guys.